Once we reach in your vet is nice, yes, yeah, boy. They can't deny we bring the vibes. And I don't mean to be bossy, but they can't party like we. Once from us, so got them, but for sure I just they can't party like we. Don't matter time or day, we can start it anyway. See that trust in there, keep that. You see that curve in there, keep that. You see all of the fanfare, but you love to have on display, keep that. You see that by road there, keep that. You see that line of red, we don't need your fancy stage. Once Caribbean people reaching your veterans hands in the sky, we bring the vibes. Once we reaching your veterans boy. They can't deny we bring the vibes. And I don't mean to be bossy, but they can't party like we. Once from us, so got them, but for sure I treat it. They can't party like we. Don't matter time or day, we can start it anyway. Once we get to be but for the sake I'm ready for us. One lot of it, I'm ready now. One lot of it.
Check. Well.
We are
Black.
We are black. We are black all day. We here.
We are black.
We give thanks for life. See people done there already.
Yes, sir.
Mendoza, chef in the house.
Yes, sir.
Crystal, only like the video, please.
Yeah, wagwan.
Just come out the chat and like the video. Just to help we, improve now.
Yeah.
So we on today.
We on.
We're going to talk about Carnival. I know I'm going to say some unpopular things. I also know that I'm going to say some things that some of us agree with. But yeah, like and share Mendoza, that's true. Yeah, I'm going to say some things that some of us agree with, but might never be able to voice it publicly. Because we're still real big on people's opinion, and we still also need to fit in the boxes that we have outside in society now.
Well, first of all, me no square. So, and there's only one box I going in.
Right?
So let me deal with the thing. Or let's see the title. The mother of all carnivals.
But we ain't limiting it to this carnival, but that would they claim, mother of all carnivals.
Yeah, question marks.
I think that is also one of the reasons why we seeing the type of prices we seeing.
The advantage that we see.
Because they don't know. I always say it, and since during the pandemic, you and I had this discussion a lot. There are certain things that is a part of our DNA here in Trinidad and Tobago. When you're born in it and you accept it knowingly and unknowingly. The first thing I realized was the way we just do Christmas. The limes and the get-togethers that we just have.
Yeah.
When you couldn't have it,
yeah,
or not the way you wanted to. I don't know if you remember I telling you, I said, hey, house limes amongst families going and blow up.
Yeah.
They're going to have more. And so done the first year.
Correct.
Of course, they say this Christmas going there, people could have go back outside, so they rather do that. And it's the same thing for Carnival now.
Yeah.
I'm not a Carnivalaholic, but I love Carnival.
Right.
I realized something I inherited from my grandfather. I never hear my grandfather talk about pan. I never hear him talk about calypso. But them is the 2 nights for the year that he stay in a plate. Every night my grandfather go in his bed that I live with him, he clocking in after Panorama.
Right.
News, that is news for the younger people.
Yeah, news. The man go favor with now Panorama every night.
Yeah, son. Yeah. Right. But Carnival Saturday night for Panorama finals.
Right.
And Sunday for the March Gras. My grandfather up. Right. And I realized the same thing for me. You only hear me during the year talking big about Carnival and soca and thing. But when that time come, it is just have a bug that has hit my boy. And I just want to be in it now.
Yeah.
Right? Now imagine the people and them who Carnival is a part of their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ain't hear nobody, some of my fetting friends who's real fat,
Yeah.
who done went a few places already.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in tell me that a fet was exceptional. I come back and boy, that fet was real bad, boy. Nobody in Guyana so far fet yet. And to me, that telling.
Yeah. Well, there's only one fet I get that feedback from, and that was fetting with the Saints. And for obvious reasons, you know, so far is the only fet the boss was in. But outside of that, a couple of people say experience was good. Plenty people fed up the Vi Queen, but
Well, they know my take on that.
yeah, they got up and she because they say, you know, God, we come to hear you, we come to hear
I
you.
find that's a stupid mentality, though. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, she's a soca artist.
Right.
She husband is a soca artist.
Right.
The promoter paying them.
Some and in some cases unwillingly, yeah? Because I get it from the horse mouth that.
Breads, I'm gonna tell you why I find all of that is bullshit now.
But if I is the promoter and I say I don't want you, you can't gangster me to choose you.
No, you cannot. So there's only two things will happen. Is
Right.
either you submit and ball, all right,
Yeah.
because you really were bungee,
Yeah.
or your ball Nami going shit.
Right. Which is what they did.
How we accepting that for business out there and calling that good business and thing? But it's a business they're running too.
Right.
And it seemed to be working for them. Breads, I telling you, I go a fet. Bungee is one type of action.
Right.
Fian is another type of action.
Yeah, you saying that, but what the fetters and them saying is that when he singing, the party one way, and then when she start to perform, the party going on next way, and it's not in a positive.
So let me ask you this now. Let me ask you this. Let me ask the fetters this.
Yeah,
Right?
me in defending it, because you know my position.
Let me ask the fetters and them this now.
Right.
You think Fian lost your ability to mash up a fet?
Let me go see what go on in the comments.
No, that's not. And who was mashing up fet first? Breads.
Who was mashing up Fed first?
Eh?
Who was mashing up Fed first?
I would say Fian.
You're mad. You're mad.
Bungee hits on them.
You're mad, King. Don't do with that.
Bungee hits on them, right?
Don't do with that.
We ain't saying no.
As of Asylum partner, she come after Asylum. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but we didn't take Bungee seriously as a soca artist for a long time. Let me be real about
Well,
that.
because he was singing raga soca, it was
so let me be
soca.
real about that.
Don't say the man was mashing up.
We're not taking away nothing from Bungee here, you know.
All right, go ahead.
I is a big Bungee fan. We taking nothing away from him.
Okay, see what Sheldon say? Fiona is a great artist in her own right. People have had a problem with her attitude, but nothing is wrong with her music or
That's what I'm
performance.
saying on Brett, I see this woman say, drop on the ground and roll.
Right.
And people in the nice clothes and the good mind literally drop on the ground and roll. But I didn't want to tackle it from, that is one aspect of it.
Well, Damien says she was mashing up Fet with Invasion, but me ain't consider that no mashing up nothing.
Why?
Die me.
Breads, you know me, I never like Soca Monarch, right?
Right.
And that part of that why we started our song day.
Right.
Because I say Kesana voice,
They read your mind.
them hear me talking over the years.
Right.
All that props it is need for Soca Monarch, I find that shit unnecessary. Not for Soca.
Right.
That is for some kind of other singing competition, not for Soca. All you need is your good song and a good band.
Right.
We go do the rest. Right? So I was never a fan of Soca Monarch. The Soca Monarchs I've been to is because the CEO of Davison Watches was in Trinidad.
Right.
And that's where he wanted to go, and that we friend.
Right.
So we go.
Right.
The fanfare, behind all that to me is take away from where you come to do. Right? But the meat and the bone.
Right. Eat the meat and lay the bone?
Well, there are some people chewing a bone, so you can't say you can't say that, right?
But look, Sheldon say something here, right? Big up, who's that there, boy?
I was on me.
Hey, I was at me, Wagwan.
I'm king. Right.
Sheldon say, fair and have Soca Monarch and road match titles if you go back and watch videos of a performance. Yeah, Dan, we're not saying no, but here what I'm saying to you, Jed. We in 2023, right? Nobody ain't saying don't bundle it and let it be a gravy again when you book Bungie. Right? Nobody not saying that. What we saying is, name one fet from since Christmas, Boxing Day to now, where anybody say, we were fair and alone. This is what I'm saying, right? Because she claiming, you come and do a whole Instagram video, you are three waiters road match by yourself, and Galen had 3, but he had to go with other people to eating, right? Fine. But the reality is, nobody insane. If you really cast out all the fets right now, is never fair.
I have a retort for that.
Go ahead.
2 things.
Why would I book Marshall without Ecstatic, my brother? Ecstatic is the ban.
But you could book Marshall without Ecstatic.
No. But you're not. Who is going to book Ecstatic without Marshall? That is an invalid point.
Right. So who said that?
Sheldon. That's an invalid point.
You're not going to book the ban by itself.
That is what he's saying. You couldn't book Marshall without Ecstatic, but you could book Marshall without Ecstatic.
No, but probably at that time it was so.
Right.
Again, it's your business model. That's what I'm saying. I'm going and thing with that now.
Right.
Right. Yes. Right. Yeah. Is that what he's saying? That, yeah. I remember that was a talk too.
Right.
For me, it seems that Sheldon now touched on something, but it seems also that when she kind of moved from the singing alone and dive in the business aspect, right? And we hear certain murmurings. To me, that is when people started pull back from she.
I agree.
And she's a strong, confident woman.
I agree.
Right?
And nothing is wrong with that.
Exactly. And with that, we're not living in a society that like that now. Because I'm telling you, if was a man with that attitude and that talent to go with it, we'd rate him.
No, but Marshall is getting out for the same thing. Fatima, he ain't go back Fatima in how much years because of the last time when he tell them he perform in a particular time and them wanted them to perform and he said, no, I perform now.
Right.
And only had to deal with that.
Right.
You dig? And they never bring him back, which is how it's supposed to be. Because remember, I paying you.
Right. But I done it.
Right.
We still going on and on and on about fair. It's not to say...
No, we ain't doing that.
Listen to this now. It's not to say fair is a radio announcer that can't sing and have no kind of accolades, nothing in the soca thing. You know?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Fair is an accomplished soca artist.
Right.
She might be just put out what we are accustomed to. Probably she's even a victim of her own success.
Yeah, well, you know what? Two-Face say that in Batman, He say you either be the hero or you live long enough to become the villain. You understand?
You understand? Because I mean, she had songs that when she win a road match, I don't think any of she road match was like close thing where you win by no. But let me go away from this a little bit.
Yeah. I hear you, Sheldon. I hear you there, and I agree.
We say Fayan is the driving force behind the couple. Bungie is not a well-spoken person, although he's a lyricist on stage. Exactly, and Fayan is the businesswoman, and we need that.
I agree.
Because we have heard too many calypso artists
then
come forward into soca artists
that
we think living comfortable lives now based on the amount of years that they perform, the amount of music they have, that are suffering.
Yeah. And they are suffering.
And so me and vex at all with our artists. Not just these who we talking about here. But any artist that turn it and find a way to turn it into our business. I was just talking to Karika Mandela last week. And he was saying that I was saying I can really call a Calypsonian that I know live entirely off of the Calypso. And Karika correct me one time. He said Sparrow, he man started to call a set of names that men that actually inspire other people because they stopped, all they were doing was calypso for a living. Right? So me vex at that. But I'm going to tell you something that peeving me right now. It costs to partake in Carnival.
Yeah.
Knowing the history of what Carnival is, as Carol always putting it up, Carnival is a celebration of emancipation.
Yep.
Carnival is a celebration of emancipation.
From slavery.
Right. So that would mean, by that statement, that we know is a historical fact, that is something you and I, the Carnival in its present form, come from you and our ancestors, right?
Yeah.
Or it would seem now like the Carnival moving more and more away from us.
I agree. And that's something we was talking about in my school chat this morning. Hey, Kyle, greetings.
Greetings, Kyle.
We was talking about that this morning. And even yesterday and Saturday in the shop, we was talking about it too. And it not even starting from here. I'm going to show you where it's starting from. The airlines, bro. Right? Caribbean Airlines and... I'm not call no name. The airlines, right? Have jacked up their prices considerably to the point where it's 2,000 US to 3,000 US to come
says
home.
Something. That says that these mega businesses realize the value
in Carnival. Of course. And they understand the demand and supply. However, what is happening is that it reached a place now where people picking and choosing. When it was you remember when we could have fed whole season? You think you could do that this year? You cannot do that this year, bro. Because the cheapest fet right now, and I ain't talking about no backyard jam and all them kind of thing. I'm talking about a fet. Army, I think is the cheapest fet because I $400. Right? I mean, I see a little cooler fet and thing, $250.
No, we're talking about established.
Yeah, no newcomers who only come out this year. Because it's a big season and everybody coming to jam. Right? But for the most, you see, look, 4,000 in Carnival week at itself. That is to come home. He talking about. He ain't talking about Lime or Beach House or Brian Lara Fetano. That is the ticket to come home.
And that next thing again, so they watch the trends and they do it because you
Correct.
know, there's our people, just like I was saying, the bug go hit me, that people, boy, shit out, boy, and go and scrambling for a ticket.
Yeah.
Carnival Thursday.
Yeah.
I know people
come
straight from the airport.
Bambi.
Straight insomnia. Bambi come straight from the airport, straight so Carnival.
Yeah.
You know, they understand the value that it have in Carnival.
Yeah.
But money and money making is something the black community do ever have a discussion about when it comes to Carnival.
Correct. Well, look, Sheldon say they're trying to remove the poor man from, and it's not even the poor man anymore. It's the middle class and the groundsmen that getting pushed out of Carnival. You understand? Because we was talking about the different aspects of it, like the fets, right? Everybody fet exclusive now. To get a ticket, you have to know a committee member. You have to know this one. You have to know that one. You have to buy it on Suntix. You have to buy it on Island e-tickets. You can't go in an outlet and buy a ticket.
They are really... No, you think about it, right?
Yeah.
If one of them committee members are saying, no, yeah, they have at least 10
explanations,
valid explanations as to why.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever I tell them now. Cash is still king, money is still the boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them same elements that you're claiming you don't want in your Fed, that why you're going through that. All them doing is them paying somebody to get the tickets for them.
But look, Bambi say, Carl Wicked, they're not getting any money. Right? Sheldon say, one
and
of your friends selling
real traveler now.
Yeah. Even though they'll say, he's not coming home for Carnival. Costume, she's selling her costume because she can't get it. She cannot get an early ticket after Carnival to come back to the US.
Wow.
You understand? But these things destroy any Carnival.
But let me tell you, I want to jump. We staying on that.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I want to add something to that. A big part of that problem is us.
Yeah.
Because plenty of we buy into that mentality. You know?
Yeah.
I could pay that 4,000 and I could pay 6,000 for a costume and I could pay $1,000 and up to go 10 fet for the Carnival. We like that because we still had the mindset that doing that makes us something.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I tell them, I remember recounting the first fet I went was Carnival 1997. I was repeating in Movala until. When my father bring that money for me to buy that ticket, watch man, I go on in tongue and nearly cry because when I reach where's the store in Colson? It's Lipstick. They used to sell tickets.
Lipsticks, yeah.
And the woman tell me the tickets sell out by my school uniform. You know, all this bigger in size. So the woman watch me. She's like, 4 o'clock we get back ticket. Now I in a dilemma. Because I'm supposed to reach home at a certain time. And even though I'm not living with my parents, if my father pass,
and you're not there.
and I'm not there.
Yeah, that's out.
Not that the does sound the fact that he could say, nah, don't go the party. You can't go the party again.
Yeah.
I decided to wait. $60 was the day before was a brass festival. 1997 was the day before the fest. $60. Our inflation rate was so bad that between 1997 and now, general admission to go to a party that was $60 that time is $400 now.
Yeah.
Right. And the next thing I want to ask them, I like real simple mathematics because me no scholar when it comes to maths.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep it simple for me, right?
You still at the 10?
Yeah, I have a 10 in maths. I have a 10 in maths. Yeah. If Marshall Montano is the pinnacle of soca right now and has been for a while, there's no disputing that. Right? And he just threw a show every carnival. And this year, the general admission price for his show is $1.
Oh, sorry. Right, yeah.
I just say $1. And in that show, you're getting everything. You're getting all kind of international surprise guests, international celebrity. And all the people in Carnival who have a hit are good with him.
Yeah.
You know, you had to be good
you had to be good with him. Got
right?
You're getting in.
Right. But you're getting all of that for your $1.
Yeah.
Tell me what is the people who charging $1,500, $1,200, $800 justification for charging that to go to Fed?
Because they're getting food.
Food, yo.
Yeah.
I tell you, I just had to laugh. I remember years ago, I have a post on it on Facebook. What is the thing? Was tuna and rice?
Corn beef and rice,
Corn beef and rice, yo.
In friggin' what you name? Ryan. Brainwash, you get corn beef and rice.
Really that?
Yeah.
But that's what it is. They brainwash us to think that once you could come here, you is something. Let's laugh at them, you know. Because you're going there to be something for 4 hours. But then coming back to be what after you done.
Yeah. Well, Damien say something here that I want to not just attack, you know, because for me, I play mass with everybody. I play uptown mass, I play downtown mass. Right? That a year we say we ain't play no mass, we go in St. Lucia.
You need a lot your wife, man.
Yes, already. The wife in the studio with me today. We pumping. Yeah. And I play uptown. I start out a dream team. Right? Them days was about $1,500 to play mass. That is after Poison, Mashup, and Island people start to get shaky. We say we ain't going through that, we go run out a dream team. $1,500 a pop. Me and my wife, we run out like $3,000, right? All inclusive, you get food, you get a drink on the road. Nice.
3,000. Make that clear for people listening. Like
3,000 for two.
Two costume,
right.
All inclusive.
Right. We went from that to Yuma because we was young, upwardly mobile adults. Right? For those who don't know what the acronym stands for, that's what it stands for. Right? And Yuma was a black-owned band. Is a black-owned band because it's Montai and them only band, right? So we ran out with Yuma, we prance up with extra ting. We maybe pay 3,000. 35, about 32. I pay my customer 28, Chion was 3,200. Right? So still about 5,000 between the two of we to play there. From there we went.
Yeah, years?
Huh?
Yeah, years?
I can't remember the years, boy. She must that better than me. While I was working when we play Dream Team. Guardian. Or Clico. Nah, I wasn't working Clico yet when we started playing Mars. Nah. Was Guardian. No, it wasn't Guardian, it was Digicel. No, yes, Digicel is the first place we play Mass. That is 2007. No. 10. Nah, man. 8. Yeah, 2008. That's the first year we play Mass.
Right.
Then we play Mass with Dream Team 1 year. Then we went. Next year we went Yuma. The next 2 years we play with Yuma. So that is 9, 10 we play with Yuma. Same price. They didn't have no raise in cost between the 2 years.
Right.
Then 11. What we do with 11? We was pregnant 2010? No. She born 2008. Right. So we was free of the pregnancy. Right? 2010 we pump. 11 we play with Fantasy. Nah. We play with Fantasy first and then we went we. In between, because we realized the prices starting to go up.
Right.
Right? And then my brethren now say, well, boy, check out We International because they also black owned and they would donate any proceeds of their profits, right? So they would have done Princess Elizabeth that year.
Right.
So on that year, we had a lot of, I don't want to say Down syndrome. We had a lot of differently able people on the road with us. So wheelchairs, people with crutches and thing was on the road with we. And they did promote, but they did what they did. They said they put any money towards that and they did it, right? The following year, we went back, fantasy, costumes was 10,000 between the two of we. The year after that is when we went to Lucia. And we went to Lucia. But we say, with that 10,000 dog, we could spend that on, we get, we get tickets, all inclusive, to St. Lucia for 4 days, 3 nights. Right? 5 days, 4 nights. Right? Because we spend the whole of Carnival week out there. We leave Carnival Sunday, and we come back the following Friday.
Mardi Gras.
Right? $10,500 it cost we to do that. And then when we come back home, we say, well, all right, we go run out again. And we was going back with fantasy mashup. So we run back out with, we was going and play with we. And then, no, we was going to play paparazzi. And then we end up pregnant with Genesis. So we say, well, scrap that, ting. And this year now, I running out with Petal Mass, $1,800 for the fun package. Right? That is prime and them section in Petal Mass, right? We're running out with them.
Now,
so
the reason why I ask for dates with them prices now is so that we could see
the progression
of the increase and see if it justified now. Because I remember in 08 and 09 I play Mass.
Yeah.
Because we had some inside links. And some of the information had come was startling. You know, based on prices and things now. And a big part of it is greed. And right now the greed rampant because they know people thirsty.
Yeah.
People thirsty for that road after not doing it since 2020. Son?
Yeah.
Because last year
COVID,
last year was
that taste. That was no taste.
Right. You know? And that's what it is to me, you know.
Yeah.
Right? And Damien said, I refuse to pay a certain price.
Yeah.
I refuse to pay a certain price. You could come with all them thing and them they say them band gain here, the big band.
Yeah.
Are controlling nearly everything right now.
I commented that.
Are bringing back the voice and kiss for them.
Yeah.
For the same thing for Mass. We don't need that.
Yeah.
The biggest improvement I see that could stay out of all them thing is the cool down space. I mean, you're
Rest
the
up.
road, it can
Yeah.
be hot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But other than that,
keep all them other things.
bread's main bong for food because it had the people on them on the side of the road selling better fresh food. I sure the people on them on the side of the road food and spoiling.
Well, let me say this first, and then I come in hot on that particular thing we're saying there. So, all here, come home to Stag Stage and party in the engine room. This Thursday at Lazy Lizard from 8 p.m. Free entry and Stag specials all night long with massive performances by Olatunji Airwood, Viking Ding Dong. Man say we here for a good time, not a long time. That's what he say. I here for a long time. What you know about that? Mikal Teja and Colonel Roberts, hosted by Akeem Anjaiga. Right? So,
Stag Stage getting bigger.
Stag Stage getting bigger. Well, let's go and trample it. So, on that topic we are talking about there, right? Now, my issue is everybody like to run down the same band you're talking about, the big band, right? Now, one thing I can't get the brother wrong for is that he did say when he started out that Carnival will be synonymous with his band, right? So now anybody a thing coming in, we're playing with them. But I want to show all you how destructive that has been to the Carnival. Let me start with the root. Because now you buy up half of the bands in the Carnival. So when they go to sit down in the Mass Bands Association meeting, it's you and about 2-3 people. You know? Let me say something,
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Right? you go in and sit down in that meeting, and it's he and about 3 other bands, realistically. So when you hear murmurings about the mafia controlling the road march, the mafia controlling the route, it real. So you move the route. You say, you ain't want your masqueraders and them passing behind the bridge, because that is beneath you. Right? However, other bands still passing there and everything cool. Because when we play with we pass behind the bridge, everybody come down, everybody take pictures, man all in the band, how it's supposed to be.
You don't hear nothing. That is one time for the year.
Nothing can happen. Nothing happen. There's only one man in the band. I say he had to be stark raving mad. Because the chain he had around his neck, I say, my brother, if you on the right side of the band, I on the left side of the band. Because me don't want a part of that. And I watching men circling like shark. You understand? Because they want that. I don't want a part of that. That's why there's wear beads. Right? You move that and you say, that's a problem. Right? So you just go up Charlotte Street and come across by the Savannah. You're coming into the Savannah. All right. You go on further and say, I don't want to cross that stage day. I crossing my stage.
And you make a stage.
And you make a stage in another part of the country that makes no blood cleat sense, my lord. Because to get to there, it have nobody passing through residential area and all kind of thing to get to that part of the country. And then from there now, you're coming downtown. You flip the whole thing on its head. So while our band might have reached the Savannah, let me say they start out 7 o'clock in the morning, they might have crossed the Savannah stage by 7, by 8, 9, 10, somewhere there. And then you go on the road, you rest up, and you try that again. Then you finish in St. James, right? That's the first thing you do. You mash up the route. And by mashing up the route, you demolish the economy that Damien talking about there with the food. Because none of the small men can sell a sea drink at the side of the road no more. They have to move from there and go up in the Savannah. And hope people...
about that.
They're hoping that somebody come and buy from them.
Well, when those are touching that, you know.
Yeah. And everybody, every year they point up that stupid, them boot on them. Surrounding the Savannah.
And nothing passing.
Nobody do pass there. Because when you go in the Savannah, you come off the stage and you go on down Dundonald Street. It's Dundonald Street? Yeah, Dundonald Street. You go down there. No. Stanmore. Victoria. Victoria Avenue.
Victoria, one of them, yeah.
Wherever Tranquil Street is, that's the street everybody just go down there and go out on Tragrit and then onto the avenue. So you mash up them two things there, you mash up. Further to that now, you say, well, come and play with us. Everybody is melting pot, ting. So the first year it was just tea. Right? About 2 years later, you realize it's pure, is rogue, is, what's the name of the next one? Bliss. And all of a sudden now, you're going further to segregate what's supposed to be a celebration of emancipation. You understand? And people not seeing it that way because here with them buy into, as you say, I display with them. I exclusive. I elite. So you take the classism of the bourgeoisie, according to Lady Adana, and you put it now into your mass and into everything you do because all the events that they throw is the same thing, you know. For you to play frontline in them band, you know, you have to audition for that. So no thick girls.
I listening to you because it up. When it comes to that,
yeah.
First, I don't follow that, and first, that don't mean nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
While I would have heard rumors of them things, most of that is news to me because when I see where you're heading,
yeah,
most of what you're doing don't concern me anymore. Right? So see, Sheldon says sometimes you have to pay to play mass for a band to compete, and when they win, you have nothing to get in return.
Facts.
Right? Damien tell them, don't jump, hustle and no food. Right?
Yeah, and food don't spoil.
Carnival is an expense to the poor man, what an income to the rich. And this is one of the things we talk about here today. We have to find a way to turn that back into income generation for our community, especially the communities that border in the savannah that are responsible for what we call Carnival today. Right?
Well, we starting to see it, where the smaller bands starting to re-emerge. Like Sonny Bling have a band. What is the name of the band? Have a Time.
Right.
Jersey and 3/4. Bareback and jersey. Bareback and 3/4. If you feel to wear a bikini, you wear a bikini. It has no costume. Right? You provide your own costume. He provide the drinks. Buy your own food. You understand? And it's about $800 or $1,000 or something. So it's the same mass, same road, same truck, same savannah. Where's the difference? So you're seeing
what them convince you of.
Correct. And it's the same brainwashing you're talking about. So this you're starting to see the re-emergence of that. And what happened during COVID too is, remember, we talk about it all the time. People started looking for the small man to support and that kind of thing. So now people starting to go back to that because of the nonsense that happening with them other bands.
Well, to tie into where say the Mendoza say we think selling some corn soup around the savannah for years means the carnival employs a lot of people. We accept the crumbs, and you know I always say that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We find our way to turn crumbs into 5-course meals, and then we have elders olders who is mad at we for saying that, but that is the truth, right? Mendoza, before the show done, you give me some ideas, because one of the things I say is we had to find our way back in.
Yeah.
You must find our way back in. Like, I started to watch this 2014. 2014, me and Modupe going in town to sell. So we chatting Carnival thing. Carnival Sunday, that was an adventure. Pull up in town. Reach up by Napa, outside Napa there. Watch our bus stop and say, I feel like setting up here.
Yeah, got the bus and pulling up there today.
Pull out hanger and things set up, and how the carnival vibe and the nature of Trinidad is go. Some people with the drink stand over the road, you could rent the thing and them from NCC on the road and thing.
Yeah.
Start to talk to them, I think. I say, well, I want to sell you till Tuesday. They say, well, leave your goods here, because we ain't going nowhere. Say, all right, no scene. So I leave it there. That was the Sunday night, come back the Monday. What catch me the Monday is we outside Memorial Park. As a child, my fondest memories of Carnival is coming in town with my family.
And sitting down in
my
Memorial
father,
Park.
we packing up the van. My mother cooking a big pot of food. We coming with a sheet or two. Spread that sheet on the grass. You come on the road earlier because the place go full up. Spread out our sheet, your food, and the furthest you can go is right outside of me and whoever we bring. So it will be me and my siblings, and we might bring somebody from the community between child. But we could have go in the Memorial Park, but in 2014 the park was locked. And I say, this is also a way that they take away. You know how much creativity you could that child could get inspired by coming there and watching that carnival, watching that mass and things. Right? And then I went back in town 2015 to try and do the same thing, and it's the same thing, the park locked. But 2015 was also an eye-opener with the way which part bands passing. Because 2015 now, we actually in a boot around the savannah. On the road itself, you're thinking, yeah, boy. Breads, I think 2 bands pass for the whole day. Whole day, 2 bands pass. And no big extravagant bands. So when I hear Mother of All Carnival, and I know I can't come in town with my daughter Tuesday and find somewhere to sit down around the bridge or by the savannah there and let she see mass, because she like traditional mass especially. I can't do that again. I want to go somewhere down Woodbrook side, somewhere down on the Avenue side, which taking me away. I mean, we know how hard it is to get transport when everything done. You done, so you taking me further away when I come back with that. How? I would love to hear, again, but nobody does seem to question stakeholders.
Do we know who these stakeholders are?
I mean, we have to go to NCC first. Let them try to pass the buck. But we had to go to them first.
Right.
Carnival is all your own. Or is the National Carnival Commission.
Yeah. Well, look, Sheldon say something here. He say, we create it and other people can capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Well, Damien say, yes, their time is coming, and like everything else, is a cycle. Because we live long enough to see Poison Bus, Barbarossa Bus, and them was the two gigantanormous band.
I could talk for Poison Boy. Oh, lad.
I would never forget a year we playing with, who was playing pan with that year, boy? I think it was either Exodus or Early Invaders. And we end up on Frederick Street, Jed, behind Poison Soldier. Dog, you know what time we reach Savannah? About 9 o'clock the night, you know. Monday night. Boy, we started a trip. I say, nah, so what we going to do? Yeah. And then we had to make an executive decision not to cross the stage again, because if we behind them and we only sending a man up on top, them days are no cell phone.
Yeah.
You have to send a runner
and come back
to find out Dan where the banners, boy. He gone, he come back. But you can't send one man, so you send about 4 so they space out. And a man walk back. Yeah, boy. The section 3 on the stage. 7 o'clock in the night. When we feel we reaching some ways, because section 10 now reaching Memorial Park. And we had to bust that and say, forget that. So then he say, so if we live to see that happen, we go live to see the end of that band too, right? Because plenty people breaking away from the and going and doing their own thing, because it's natural, just like in barbering and in stylists and thing, you will get people who will come, they will learn, and they will go out and do their own thing and put them spin on it. So Sheldon have a good idea here. Again, it starts with the communities. The pan sides can start their own bands. They already have over 100 players and families. Some bands can even partner with each other. I go with that, because I done real close to Invaders. So I have a 2-3 idea in my head pop up based on that. That way they will have pan on the road again with masqueraders. NCC is so clueless, Damien say.
Well, Damien, I do agree that they're clueless, eh?
They're very clueful.
I think who was talking that with Sheldon brought Hashane. You got to follow the money.
Yeah.
So when you follow the money, you go realize Damien they're very intelligent.
Correct.
Very, very intelligent. You understand? Because that is money. This not happening just so. This happening because somebody making hundreds of millions of dollars off of this.
Correct.
Hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, and in terms of what we call road march race, to me, it had no road march race again.
Nah, because
first things first.
Go ahead.
Playing mass. Yeah, it have a song you really liking. But I never see in the 2 times I play mass, and in the times I would have been tongue close to it and everything, that I hear, and I did that change my up, that I hear. I went with my sister, boy. That was Big Mike and them. And I follow myself. I was with my sister whole day.
That is not Genesis. What is the name of them band again?
Before they did break up.
The Strongman band.
Yeah, before they did break up.
Good. Legends.
Yeah. And them time it's not the kind of jumping it had now.
Nah.
So even though I ain't in costume or nothing, I cross the stage.
Yeah.
And that stick with me, right? So I had that experience and the 2 years I play. Me and see no masqueraders jumping in the music, the DJ truck and saying, hey, I want to hear X. But all they're telling me days what the masqueraders want to hear.
Yeah.
All the masqueraders want is music, you know. I just want music, keep the music flowing.
Right.
Right? The next thing I tell them, I say, this thing about you only playing 3 songs. But you know how good last year's song with and song in the mixer, all of that. That black song last year, that ain't gonna mash up off it still.
What? But that is what happening. To the point where people complaining that the DJs and them ain't playing new music. People calling the radio and saying, how come all you only playing old music?
But it's the same programming.
But it's a reality.
It's the same programming again. The programming is
only new music
and
must
I
play.
always tell them, it have a radio station down by the Oval. Them responsible
for that
killing real new music, and they're responsible for programming the nation to think that you could only play soca for 2 months. You had to switch to soca, right? And they show you how to program people as well, you know.
Yeah.
Just keep playing it.
Yeah.
Just keep playing it, and then we'll get yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, son, just keep playing it.
Yeah.
And
But that's what marketing is.
I telling them, I say, yo, give me all the new soca. But in between that, drop the Marshall and Super Blue. You know, I like that tune. You understand? That's Soca Kingdom in the middle of it today. Or on the road.
Party
Monday
done,
and Tuesday.
bro.
I was saying to you,
Party
but
done.
them display who they instructed to or who they like. You can't tell me you comfortable as a DJ. Your aim is to play plenty music. And you comfortable spinning about 6 songs, boy.
So, but that's to get back to what I was saying, Kevin Theodore. Oh, my brother, where's you saying? Welcome. That's to get back to what I was saying about that specific band.
I agree with that, you know.
What is that?
I always say you could play Mary Had a Little Lamb and people jumping on the stage. I agree with that.
Yeah, put a beat on that and they bad on the stage. What I'm saying is, you buy up all the bands, right? All the bands that was doing things, you buy them. So now you control the mass part of the carnival, right? And you now have the say, because as I say, when you sit down around that table in the NCC office day, and you representing 15 bands,
Out
and
of
then,
how much?
all right,
Let me say 20.
out of 20 bands, because Paparazzi not under them, Petal Mass not under them. I think I see some Amazon Carnival come out, Showtime, but them is medium-sized bands, right? So when you say the other 5 bands is plebs, and I say we go in Frederick Street, and we playing Super Blue, you cannot say no.
And that is what going on.
That is what going on.
That's just the reality. Plenty of them don't want to hear that. There's a discussion. Plenty people we know, family and friends running from. You know why they're running from it?
Yeah.
Because they buy into what them ban and them saying. Right? But reading some heavy hitting comments here, boy.
Yeah, boy, we have some
So Crystal say,
powerhouses in the shouts today. Go ahead.
Crystal say have always had an issue with that other stage carnival made up of masqueraders, the spectators, vendors, etc. Ban meat ban is essential. Oh, cool. Ban meat ban.
Any junction.
They're responsible for killing real new artists. I agree. I agree. You could go on a radio station and almost imagine we betting money when I was working. What song going on playing in the next 15 minutes?
Yeah.
But, right? Kyle Grant say, on a positive, the standard of our pan competitions from primary school to Panama is high. The real winners are the youths from young players and arrangers. I agree with that. And
Yeah, because I
always
take in the show.
Calypso and pan is not dead and is not dying.
It is
and
not
I've been
dying.
saying that.
But you see
Yes,
it.
no.
If you watch, I watch Panorama Saturday night, go on there. Sunday night. Me and the family sit down and we watch the Pan thing. And I am looking at 2 things that were very, very, very glaring. Plenty youths, and I'm not talking about 20-something youths. I'm talking about children. 9, 10 teenagers playing. The next thing I saw a lot of is Asians in the band. Chinese people, Japanese or wherever they're from. In the front of the band, jamming. They're not skating, they're playing, brother. Right?
It's our market for them too. Them know when them go back home.
Oh,
Because
gosh.
if the adults did like it so long ago now, well then we had to send the train and them had to learn that, and, you know?
Correct. And they're bringing it back home. Remember, they wanted to pattern the pan the other day. Right? And they're better in this, the instrument as well. Right? That was very apparent. Also, what was very apparent is the evolution of not just the performances, but the presentations. People, the dress. I mean, in semi-finals, so everybody have on a little sublimation jersey. The advertising, the racks and them looking. Brother, I play pan for 11 years. And I telling you, if I was playing in racks that was looking like that, you can't talk to me.
Well, something have to improve.
Yeah, and it's improving. So that is why we agree that it is not dying.
Yeah, I hear people do say, you know why I say that? Because none of the so-called major radio stations, neither TV stations, so all them who use the MFO service to say we is the number one.
Yeah.
You don't hear pan neither school competitions on them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Same thing for the TV stations, but it's not there. When you go and see, imagine you see that 10-year-old child singing out a calypso and you look in the crowd, there's 20 people.
Look, Crystal, say something here. You went against the rules,
right, that is what
was penalized, and your response was to create your own stage, and that is wrong. And NCC was never supposed to allow that shit. Right? That should have never been allowed, correct? Sheldon said they play to who they invested money in. Radio stations have their own record labels and their own announcers too. Oh God, well, don't talk about that because the amount of garbage, brother, that coming out of some of them radio stations, pal, and man calling that music is absurd. But they're playing it. You understand? And it is quite annoying. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, do come wrong me with that and tell me nothing about, well, the song nice. Because if you play shit over and over, eventually you'll get convinced that is not shit. You understand? You'll eventually get convinced that is not shit.
And that is exactly what is happening right now.
Yeah.
That is exactly what is happening. The idea that a road march race, you telling me, right? Let me just say, leading up to it, Monday, you get a vibe for it. Because hearing it on the radio and playing it for people on the road is two different things in my book. Because you might hear a song on the road Monday and then be like, oh, I never take on the song, boy.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to tell you what song that is for me. You see, Faye was it Ray's boy? Nah. Everybody show me something. Nah, wasn't that one. She had another one before that, boy. And when I hear that song on the road, I say, wait, the song real bad, boy. And me ain't no fan, as you could tell. Right? But you're quite right. There are songs that will catch you.
So you're telling me? That song that will catch you?
Kiss people? Yeah, boy.
Yeah, but
that song that still carry me, boy.
So you play, you're going to the data leading into Carnival.
Right.
But Monday on the road and you play Falling, Kiss Falling. That next tune that real grow on me. I just listen to
no, it's that
today.
song I'm talking about, not people. It's Falling, yeah.
That song today is still song to me like it now released.
Right? Yeah, that song's still in the plastic.
Because I didn't get our vibes when that song. Ricardo Joe have a song called Iron.
Yeah, that tune on.
But it's only hearing it on the road.
Yeah.
Right? You telling me you still sticking with them tune on them that you pre-programmed since December. And you realize you're on top of the truck, you had the vantage point, you look down and say, good, and I played it. Is that going on there? And that is what we know. This has nothing to do with what the masqueraders want to hear. Them, as the man in the comments say, you could play Mary had a little lamb up in the air and everybody gone. Right? That's just the reality. So it's not about you're playing the hit. No.
Don't do with that.
Because I always read this tune, right? 2015, Curious Ringo, up in the building. I remember 2015 was probably the last year I party so hard. I never hear that song no way but on my phone.
Yeah, but up to now we can't hear Jammets no way.
No.
If it wasn't for 99.1, if I hear them on 99 the other day and I ball, I say finally.
Call out the Stark stage.
Yeah, folks, so get ready to drink and party as the Stag stage heads to Central to the Lazy Lizard, or Lizard as the Chinese does say. This Thursday, 9 February from 8 p.m. with massive performances by Viking Ding Dong, Olatunji, Mekalteja, Colonel Roberts, and hosted by Akeem and Jaiga. Free entry and Stag specials all night long.
It's a man's beer.
It's a man's beer.
Yeah.
That's the next thing they brainwash you with, eh?
Yeah. But they know me and that, I tell them plain. Clear bottle, green bottle, no matter.
Beer is beer.
You know,
look what Mabula Trim said. Greetings, kings. I've been saying this for years. I wish we as a people could see how powerful we are if we boycott mass, FET support the tents, pan, but it has to be done for at least 3 years. We have the power. Then Kevin Theodore said, the people's song is always played before you cross the stage to get the people ready. Then Mabula came back and said, if Road March judging points were unknown to the bands, the title may be of worth until bribery steps in. I love that. So you ain't no way you're getting judged. Just pass. You have to pass by all the points.
Yeah, the idea now, boy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not that they don't get the ideas. You feel nobody. You never say that. That's not the first time in the universe the idea come
At all. Auntie Mommy, in the building. You finally reach.
Yeah.
Look, Damien saying the school pan was real good too. You actually real people.
King. There's no doubt in my mind. There's nothing like no soca and dying and calypso dying and pan dying. No.
Yeah.
But it's who's showing it.
Yeah.
Who have the video of each performance from Sunday that during the day display? Remember a long time when we only had 2 TV stations. Good, I feeling all saying that. You think we children can fathom that, boy?
They can't.
Right?
I try to explain that to youth man. He shut my head. I said, Dan, you know TV used to sign off? Yeah, what do you mean? I say 12 o'clock, there's no TV. And there's a rainbow on your TV.
But remember during the day, they would play a song before a show start or something.
Yeah. All that done.
Right. Again, that was I tell them all I can talk all that Trinity talk to all them out boss as African. Because like if I say let me meet all the half and say, all right, tell me where is that Trini, or they can't even tell me where is that Trini. Because here the taxi driver 2 days in a row traveling him and I'm feeling bad. My child don't like to go in the car because she finds an old car. And you know, in the innocence, and why I try not to do is to shut you up because I don't want it to be silent. Now.
Yeah. Talk your mind.
So we said down in the car, Daddy, why you come back in this car again? I don't like this car. It's ugly. But I must say, the man taking it in jest. He understands as a child. She not accustomed.
Yeah.
And the man can neat and thing, it's just as an older model.
Yeah.
Right? But he asked a question now because we was talking about the pan Sunday.
Yeah.
Travel with him Sunday and I traveled with him yesterday. Yesterday he asked who win 2020 Panama? Like, I don't know, you know. Who win 2019? Worse yet. And he could tell me he could list out from at least 1980 something.
To know.
So let we do even the things we claim we're interested in as Trini, Soca Monarch and Road March. Who win Soca Monarch in 2010? Who win Road March in 2010? You understand? But them is things supposed to be up on we board and things like all now so in schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, you highlight an artist, whatever.
All them things supposed to be coming for tests and social studies.
Because when Shadow did come with, when he clean up
yeah, boy.
Soca Monarch and he win Road March.
Yeah, stranger.
Come on, man.
Yeah, stranger.
You understand? But them guys, it is not there. It is not being taught no way, no how. But as you say, social studies, we can still go and find information about England and the Commonwealth and the Queen and all kind of things.
Stinking song.
Right? So what it really mean to be a Trini? We don't really have an answer for that.
No. We have no identity.
This thing that we make here that's supposed to be a big part of our identity is not. Because remember, we self-fight it, To play pan, I listen to some of them older people and them talk. I be like, yo, imagine you have to sneak and hide because you want to learn pan because your mother them shame, you might get your ass cut.
Yeah.
Depends on how your old age, you might get pulled.
Yeah.
Because you want to learn to play pan and you playing pan, yo.
Yeah. And pan is not resident in every school,
No.
It's not resident
we could do the rest of the show on that line alone. Why is pan, the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago, not being taught in every primary school in Trinidad and Tobago?
Primary alone?
No,
every school,
but you're starting at
primary, of course.
I want to start right there. You understand? I don't want to reach Form 1, formulate an idea in your head, and then we're trying to, because remember at that age you done formulating your identity a certain way. Now I want it to be part of your identity from second year. From first year, you must I must tease you, you know. Actually, first year and second year we teasing you because you're watching the standard ones and them playing. With these things and them.
And I keep saying that we could only blame corporate Trinidad and Tobago for so much. Because if there's nothing for them to get behind, what they getting behind? So look, Sheldon say something there. Wait, go on. As in everything else, Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad, competition is killing Carnival. I am happy there is no Soca Monarch this year and Road March needs to end too. We keep giving the same people all the money every year. You understand? And that's my thing. Now, with the Soca Monarch issue, while, yes, you have a point, there's also a side to it that we need to embrace. Soca Monarch used to be the stage where the unheard ofs had a chance to be heard. You understand? Remember, preliminaries is the stage where you're filtering out all the...
Oh, that used to be a lot.
Right? It's 30-something, 40-something contestants, and you have to sift. You have to sift out and see who's garbage. Yeah. Who ain't good enough? Let me don't say garbage, right? Who ain't good enough? Who ain't hitting the standard? Whatever, and you filter them out. A man might have a good song, but your performance is nonsense. So in there, you tell them, well, boy, work on your performance, thing. We'll get the marks, but try and do better in the semis. And in the semis, now you come, brother, we talk to you in the prelims, and yeah, listen, so make a spin. Right? Hey. So Soca Monarch needs to either, one out of two things, make up your blood clot mind about where it is. Here is either a fet or here is a competition. Right? Because you're trying to balance the two and make it seem like if you're trying to keep something going that is dying.
A big part of that is how you view.
Yeah, because remember Soca Monarch was the groundsman fet.
Not just that, Because then they say the original owner sell it, right?
Yeah, well, Monroe.
Right. Do the new owners...
Well, Randy Glasgow, I think, was the original. Then Monroe. I could be wrong.
Do the new people who own it,
or
own the right state, possess the same mindset as the original set of people? And then when it comes to what it is,
they don't.
Right. So
one is a scaffolding man, and the next one is good. I don't even know who he is.
Right. So if they don't view Soca Monarch as that, and all they view it as is something to try and make some money on, we not going to see no kind of
and they don't view it as something to make money on. They view it as an opportunity to take money out of the government pocket. Because you come out and you tell me in an article that you can't sustain it. The government gave you $3 million.
That's not enough to try.
And that is not enough. So here what? Even if you say, by the 3 million are going in the bank, are borrowing X amount of money, because that 3 million is the prize money. 2 for Power, 1 for Groovy. That thing. Or you reduce the amount of money and you say that is your prize money, right? Because of course it's not the big Sawatis and them. And that is the problem, because they're using the Soca Monarch as an opportunity to draw the bigger names back to Carnival, or back to Soca Monarch, so that you could get people to come and pay. But people used to go Soca Star. People used to pay big money and go Soca Star. The stadium used to be rammed out the same way. And how many artists we could call now that come out of Soca Star? And Soca Star was synergy thing, not funded by the government in any way, form, or fashion. So you get 3 million and you trying to tell me as a businessman who running a business building scaffolding and stage and trussing and lighting and thing that you cannot turn $3 million a profit? Give me a easy put that stupid talk, my boy.
Yeah, I in that part I didn't think, because $3 million to show that somebody I'll tell you
there was gain 10 and it was 30 because we Virgin who is the senator who always come in and rinse out 2 years. He say, I ask him, I say how much it used to be. He said it used to be 20 million. When the mustard was in power, them was 20 million they was given. So you gain $20 million. And this is where Soca Monarch reach. So you trying to tell me you will invest none of that money in nothing? That you could say, well, every year, at least like the grandstand, we have a stand there that we could put up, the north stand, we could put it back up. Nothing, by. But all you're taking the money and say, well, all right, we go use about 6 and we go use that to throw the fet and rent the stage and thing, all them thing.
Right, it's something I don't know why, or just something that I never buy into.
What's that?
Soca Monarch now. Yeah. I never buy into. I don't know if it's because the first fet I went was brass.
Yeah.
And going brass when it had 2 stage.
Yeah.
And you're
running from side to side.
But is a band coming to play its best. And then the next band coming to play better than that band.
Yeah, well, Fireball went to school with me, shallow. So
yeah. That's why I start with now.
Yeah.
So again today, that's why all the theatrics and thing not necessary for me. I mean the way we dress. You in Fed gear. In my mind, you in Fed gear right now. At 3/4 now, watch when I went out. I went 2 fet in a long pants in my life. And I promise I ain't gonna do it again. Because I feel off.
Yeah.
You know? The way people looking at once I clean, I don't imagine that, but you spending all that money and standing up and
now we have the video takeouters who standing up in front of the damn stage with their phone. So how you just enjoy a fete like that? So when you're watching the performance through your phone screen? That don't make sense. Or you're going home and watch it after.
Yeah, so and it's a free up time and again, I think that's our next aspect I that lost now. That free up vibes now.
Yeah.
I remember we go fete and talking for fete weeks after. When it had Republic Bank fete in Bartaya. But the first time I went now fete, I stopped going army fete now. Because I used to be the same night at army. But I start off going army in town with my partner and them from school. But when I come home and go army fete for the first time, I'm in a Republic Bank fete. In my community, where when I walk in down 6th Avenue, you're going on, yeah. And we sit down on the road by the bar and lime outside the fall and then walking in. Don't can see me again. Going there to have a time and we on the court sweating weeks after.
Yeah.
And a man remember something from the fete. Yeah, boy, thing. Right? But wait is now to go and stand up and all them is things you get convinced of because if they could convince you to pay $1,000 for a fete ticket without batting an eye, where else they convince you, boy?
They ain't catching me in that shit.
You know,
I's a real feta. Ask she will tell you. She's had to stay close to me when we not fete, you know. Because my jersey does come off. I be back any people and them fete. You understand? Because I know when I reach up, I organize it myself and I doing what I had to do. I pumping. That is why I pay my money for me and pay my money to go in there looking nice. You understand? I'm going in looking nice, but I'm not coming out looking the same way.
Red.
Sneakers are finding a not so old sneakers to
as
go
we
in.
used to be, well, sweaters, because them days I a sweater. You clean it up the Friday. You what? Nice. Matter of fact, you might even slow down the sweating. Leading the because you
want to preserve that shoes.
You're not going to take when I started, you're not going to take no new shoes or no quote unquote going out shoes to go a fete.
Yeah.
Right? Breads, I remember going in fete. And outside the fete, I say mommy fete. Outside the fete is Brahman. Because long line to go in and like, yo, what a crazy.
Mix on the inside.
Mix ribs?
Yeah, mix ribs on the inside. Brother. Hey Brandon, what going on, my brother?
You have some comments to go through.
Yeah. So Kyle said the pan teaching should even start from early childhood care, which preschool. I agree with that. We still ended up with the same people for most part in the finals every year. I
would just know before you go any further, I want to touch on that.
Wow.
We still end up with the same people for most part in the finals every year. Man, those are real people don't agree with me on this, but I agree with that statement, and I'll tell you this more than once. In 2018, I went Skinner Park for the Kaiso semis for the first time.
Right.
Great. That's probably one of my greatest experiences in Carnival. Right? Because I love Kaiso now. And I always hearing about, the big yard, the Skinner Park and thing. I really enjoy it. What stand out for me is some of the people that were still competing.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the elders and what you accomplish as a Calypsonian over the years. But from the time you're over 60, 70 years old, you're not supposed to be in my view, there's my opinion. You're not supposed to be in that competition still. Imagine a 20-year-old coming out to compete with somebody that win the title 10 times. You're in your 80s, you win the title 10 times. You're competing decades before I born. Me and you did. And that's what we were saying earlier. It had no continuity. Right? This is my vision, and I want to say it. That it has something called the throne room in Skinner Park. And in... No.
The Marshgar.
The Marshgar, the throne room. And the throne room is...
The legends.
The legends. On the thrones. Right? Only people have access to them. not too much media. Well, media, but the people who competing,
Yeah.
especially the young ones who were that little mentorship at that. I mean,
What's your criteria? 5 titles and more?
no, it could be one way. A certain age, I don't. Why you is 65 years old?
Yeah. I'd still try to compete.
That's what killing the continuity, and that's what making people feel Calypso dead, Calypso not dead. Or why feel like why go and try and compete with somebody who win the title 10 times for? And you ain't win the title 10 times and he is now 30. You win the title 10 times and you're in your 80s. It's time for you to sit back and let the younger ones and them take it in, give them access to your wealth and knowledge. You understand? Bring that confidence to them.
Yeah. Well, we know it and another.
So that is why Mendoza say it's the same set of people that go end up the right through. Every year we go on here, the men and them who we know go and sing about one political party in favor and one political party against. Every year we go and do that.
Yeah.
Every year?
That your creativity.
Come on,
But then
man.
nothing else you could sing about. Look, Crystal say the same way we teach our young children about the national flag, the coat of arms, the steel pan must be taught as well. The history of the steel pan should be known by all children.
I agree. And I would them teach that over the coat of arms and that thing, because I still have things on the coat of arms that if
Need to
black
ban.
people really rise up,
Yeah, them thing at a
we
move.
redesign that.
Yeah.
Right?
I've often said that the West Indian reader should be for P should be for pan. Yeah, I agree with that, boy. And S for steel pan. Or P should be for panorama, whichever. And the steel pan image is used for both. I agree.
Say, Mendoza say Soca Monarch is a private entity. The government should have had their own event to showcase upcoming talent.
That way
Great
NCC
idea.
therefore. That way NCC therefore.
Great, and I am sure that is not the first time somebody say that.
Nah.
Because Gypsy is a Calypsonian that come from the so-called ground.
Yep.
You think he hear all these things already?
Yeah, but as if he listening.
Right? He say, when you was talking about earlier, the different people that come from Soca Star, who from Alskin, Bassazano, Fireball, Swappy, and all of them is great artists today in their own right.
Sheldon say if West Indians was writing the West Indian reader.
That whole other topic, you know.
All them thing.
That whole other topic, you know.
All them thing. You understand? We keep going to the wrong sources for we information, you know. Just this morning, me and Osborne talking about that in the school chat too. Talking about the West Indies now and how it get the name. Because
A man make a mistake.
the man make a mistake thinking he reached the Western Asia, you know. And that's sticking up.
And they ain't trying to change it.
And it's sticking up. But now I realize there's plenty the like media personnel and thing that's referred to it as the Caribbean. They're kind of banishing it a little bit, which is good because we need to abolish that nonsense. What we miss anything else?
Yeah, it has some
Sheldon say he was the editor of the first Soca Stars for Synergy TV. Fireball won that year. Yeah, boy, Fireball.
I always say, I remember seeing Fireball by 3rd Avenue right before that Soca Star. Say, hey, was he saying? Yeah, I say, you're still singing, boy. I say, boy, you are a sing, boy. What kind of face is that? You are a sing, boy. About a month later, I see the man on TV, you know. You know, one of them I miss out. He said, Mabula Trim promoters hire artists by the time so the list artists long to sell tickets by that they sing and they run off leaving for a short change because they go to effect expecting to see longer performances. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you this, this point here is why the only place I'm going this carnival is the meeting place. Because, brother, I could eat and drink home because I know why getting there, I not getting that nowhere else.
That's what I start off by saying.
Because it have people pushing an ideal on the ground, talking about, boy, you go pay that and they didn't get a drink and they could pay $1,500 and go St. Mary's. But you're paying $1,500 to go fetting with the Saints to see 10 artists who come in and get a 5 to 10 minute performance.
Them same 10 artists
and them same 10 plus another 10, local, international, and regional, coming together on a one-off thing till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning from 9 p.m. Right? I don't need no corn and pigtail. I don't need no corn beef and rice. I don't need no oxtail. None of that. You get it? Because I know what I get from that man there is all I need, pa. That's all I need for the carnival. I don't need to go and say I went Bishop, so I went UE, or I went none of them.
That is exactly it. You see that way you phrase it, eh?
Yeah.
That is what it is at the end.
Yeah.
I went this and I went that.
Yeah.
And you ain't go talking about the good time, you know.
Yeah.
You're going to talk about the assumed prestige and status, it say, when you say, yeah, these is the fence events I went. Man, that should don't make no sense at all.
Yeah.
I see one here I wanted to read, you know. Remember the land movie tongue was unfit for human to be on, and the excuse was to give Mr. Morone. Yes, when he wanted it, but look at the venue now.
With eyes, boy. Who's it? I ain't seen that comment.
Mabula Trim. Yeah, we say. Remember Spectrum?
Spectrum, yeah. Because the land was supposedly sinking.
It didn't move an inch though. No, it didn't go down an inch, but it go out an inch.
Gone out, yeah.
It gone out several inches.
Yeah, several inches. Oh, I'm a thing on top chat. What I'm telling you about your
right?
phone, man.
Yeah, fireball. Iron line. Everybody who know that Diamond School partner know that brother talent. I rated boy.
Yeah.
Fireball. Because I was going to school with Fireball, and I remember lunchtime. Men beating the desk and Fireball singing whole song I never hear before.
You see that? Like Mabula Trim say the same thing you're talking about, the end piece. I need to know the name of that song. The black man have to keep on jamming to get a little something. That is Black Stalin.
I ain't sure.
It's a Stalin. Trim, let me know what's the name of that song now. I want to drop that at some point. Hey, let me deal with the
Stark stage.
The money thing there. Yeah, well, so come home to the Stag stage and party in the engine room this Thursday at Lazy Lizard from 8 p.m. Free entry and Stag specials all night long with massive performances by Ola Tunji, Viking Ding Dong, Mikal Teja, and Colonel Roberts, hosted by Akim and Jaiga. Stag stage all year.
Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
And what
they
they
go
say?
out at free.
The best part at free?
Yeah, boy. I mean, I know this. I mean, this is.
Well,
but we ain't taking that.
The concept, our idea, I always had to. I had for a while now to get into that carnival party training. And all I want to do, I want a nice venue. I ain't necessarily starting off with artists. There's music, whole night, and drinks. DJs have 2 instructions. The only time you used to talk on the mic is when Karen want to come and say, hey, big up my wife, boy. That's it.
Yeah.
We just play soca. Because I remember, and I see the brother this morning, I'm going to talk about him. The first time he had a little, he used to try a little event home by him. And the first time I go on, I remember after the event, I calling and cussing, man. How they never tell me about this? I know, let's say this is not the first time. Breads, you go down in the man yard. It was like $100. See, food and drinks. But that's really, and I remember years ago here in Paulo Cunha talk, and that's where they say all inclusive, and like the exclusivity come from now. They start off in people's yard. Now remember, depending on how your yard is, people do have access to it.
Yeah.
Breads, that vibes was best.
It will always be best. Because it's who you're partying with. You ain't partying with no randoms.
And that is one of the things I want to do. I want to throw them kind of thing where you can just come and have a time.
Mix basically 2 songs. Mix say you only know 2 tunes.
Well, Miguel, I shock you, no plenty. Right? Because like when we went the night last year, Center Excellence.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of vibes?
Yeah, big up Flame Toes.
Come on, man.
Flame Toes, Camby, boy. Camby's have some nice little parties.
But that is where certain thing, but we have to do that in the community. And let the community see we ain't afraid to party home. I ain't trying to go in nobody's community and do it. I do it in mine, and you do it in yours. You understand?
Yeah, community. We really had to get back to that community vibes, boy. Because when you get back to that, everything else fixing, boy.
Well, the nation made up of communities, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
The people who making money in the carnival,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he ain't nothing we say, no.
No.
And I personally, that's why I don't want to talk to them. I want to talk to the people who spend any money.
Yeah.
Because we could talk till we mouth boss. You say, Kyle Grant says nothing come easy.
Say no more, bro. Thanks.
Right? The people and them who spend any money,
Mm-hmm.
it's them we have to talk to.
Yeah.
Because a man for the carnival, and when the carnival done, last carnival he make $1 and this carnival he make $5. You feel he want to hear what we saying?
Mm.
Don't want to hear nothing we saying?
Ooh, no wonder I know this song, boy.
Oh.
1982.
You understand?
I was 1, yes.
Yeah.
Still a thought. Yeah, boy. Nice. So we get it too now. Have it line up there. People in Trinidad don't understand
That
the
is
power
so
of
true.
their dollar. I agree. I know about my power, brother. Because I don't spend my money no way I don't like. And I don't care what it is going on. 'Cause I ain't running down no status.
Yeah, it had a time for them. I tell them, I say, the reason why I could feel like I could talk on certain things like that, because at that time I was so,
Correct.
you know. And I'm one time I was 44 years old.
Mm.
I at that time, I'm all the youth man. I say I was young, dumb, and broke.
Yeah.
The sad thing about it is Dr. Amos Wilson tell us, and I keep having to repeat that to myself all the time too. Because I've seen it amongst we people. We're the only people who, in order to prove that we're free and we could do what we want, we just lead destructive lives and we spending habits to prove that we're free and could do what we want, just enrich others while making us poor.
Yeah.
Because all we friend and them who partying and massing and thing, none of that money in passing through the family business, the friend business, no nothing. It going out of the community
Yeah.
to prove that one. I honestly can't think how much people right now who the partying is like the real to enjoy yourself. Same thing with mass. Like I wish somebody like Roger was somebody to log in now because I real party with them like, yo, I remember we going party, come back so high off of the event, not alcohol,
The energy.
that we sit down till the sun come up talking. I remember Carnival Friday, over the hill boys, we went over the hill boys, so we walking back up the road and a man bring out a football, sun done coming up. We going on sweat one time, you know. We going on sweat one time. I talk about after 6 minutes to 7 in the morning.
Try that now.
First things first, it is hardly even see sweat.
Right.
Right? But that is, I remember them thing. You know, we go in party and the meeting up was always amazing though. Because
Big said it is always talk till morning.
yeah, because watchman them is the lasting friendships, boy. And one of the things that is tell people we have to accept is that you have friends at different spaces, at different levels.
Yeah.
It's not no less friend or no more friend. You have friends you could do
For
certain
different
things
things,
with.
yeah.
You have friends you could say certain things with.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Boy,
Facts.
Miguel is my brother. I could call Miguel for almost anything. You understand? But some of the things you and I will converse about, I wouldn't converse about that with Miguel. That will change the...
It's the friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah. It don't change the
understand?
dynamic of the friendship either.
Telling you. Miguel is one of them brothers. At that time we went years without seeing no kind of contact. What Facebook? Facebook bring back plenty of we.
Yeah.
Because you know we started lives,
Yeah.
started our children.
Yeah.
Well, they start long before me. You know, we started our children and you know you get caught up in your life and thing.
Yeah.
That thing that and carnival was always to me. And I feel there's not my line. I hear people saying it makes sense. The great equalizer. That what they talk about what you're working in the bank playing hoity-toity and a vagrant was whining on you.
Yeah.
Because you ain't know the difference.
You know the difference, yeah.
Right? Today, more in certain places that can happen. Because I remember years ago when I was talking about you had to send picture and thing if you want tickets to go certain fete.
That's still going on, brother. That's still going on.
And then they tell you classism don't exist.
Please.
That classism, imagine we willingly participating
in that, yeah.
You have to send a picture to go to this is not a private function. You know.
You're paying your money.
You have to send a picture. And your ID card.
You have to send a front and a side view now, brother. Don't get this up.
I personally would love to get one of them links. You know. Just to see it for myself now.
Yeah. What's this? Mabila Trim says, remember leaving Boy Scouts fete and waiting for Chicanal Juve.
Yeah.
But before you reach Boy Scouts, where you coming from? Tico's.
You know, I've never been to that.
Tico. I couldn't go.
Exactly.
I couldn't go.
Right,
That's a bad man party.
I wouldn't call it a bad man party. It had a lot of fights from what
That is what I mean. That is what I mean.
Right? But watch now.
But me saying you could have friends that you could eat some doubles.
For those who don't know him, Mr. Dwayne Davison, the CEO of Davison Watches, is the biggest doubles connoisseur in the world. Right?
His belly doesn't say that.
But no, boy, them fellas lucky, God. Yeah. But Tico in Barataria, in the Savannah opposite St. George's College Day.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest free fete in the world.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest free fete because it was free.
Yeah.
Right? One of the biggest teas I ever get in my life. So in 4 and 5 I work
Teas?
Teas. I used to sell ice cream. We finished like 10, 11 o'clock in the night after they done rock up and all the fellas and them going Tico who working, right?
Yeah.
My father is the driver. All of them time we could ride around in the van tree.
Yeah.
And then get no breads and going down by Tico to drop them fellas and them.
Yeah.
Everybody jumping up, but I didn't ask to go on or nothing. Nah, I see now. And I don't know what make me feel with my chip itself at the time. Jump off the van too. All I hear is, where you going? Before just touch the ground, and jump back up. What's my and you hear that music? What's that drive to go? I don't know. I can't remember if you're driving slow or if you're just. I feel like moving so because it's like that drive to go back around there. Hearing that music.
Yeah.
And the crowd. It was the first time I'd see a crowd that big.
Walk a shame, boy.
No.
Miguel disputing
what is that?
He disputing you there, boy. He said I lies.
Well, Miguel, you might have more access to better doubles than Bambi. But I ain't feel you love doubles more than Bambi. What we have is better access to doubles.
Yeah.
You understand? But that man, that man believe doubles could save lives, boy. You know, all them little thing too, imagine that now. You ain't going and buy doubles in the morning to go to work, right?
Yeah.
To eat as breakfast now.
Yeah.
But you're paying $1,000 for them to give you $2 in the bag.
You started up in your Sunday best.
Me and them.
Eating gourmet doubles.
Where's that gourmet double?
Gourmet doubles.
We got a and I was wondering like when the committees sit down to plan the events and thing. If it have nobody, all of them have the same mindset. Now nobody's like, yo, $700 is too much, boy.
Yeah. But I mean, none of them ain't coming on the show, brother. Because we ain't going on bite nice. And they will be in a very hot seat.
No, Bambi, equate Bambi to space. Yeah. Bambi space is Aboriginal mine in primary school. As I always tell them, I say, see that kumbaya nonsense, it can't work. And then there's one of them cases where I reading your comment and I'm saying that. Because value and where you gain.
Yeah.
Most of them people and them like the dark fella from 96 who only wanted light skinned girls in the parties. He come from that era we talking about here, so he know.
Yeah.
It's not to say is a 22-year-old who, when we was partying 22 years ago, he was a baby.
Yeah.
No, he come from that era as well.
Yeah.
Is what they're promoting.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that it work.
And to add insult to injury, this year Panchin Bego allowed him to bring back the greens.
That
Oh, you had
for me.
three-
That real
You had 3 big stage with artists performing and Pan playing, boy. To me, that's a
disrespect and lack
disrespect.
of vision.
That's a disrespect. And then talking in an interview, talking about that is what? That's what he want to see. He want to bring the people back to the pan, but you're not even in the pan. You are the side of the pan.
That's what I'm saying is a disrespect and it also shows lack of vision.
Yeah.
Again, follow the money.
Yeah.
It's because somebody making money off of that.
Not
'Cause
that.
I see a
Remember,
status.
remember, plenty people move and went back on our road, and he bringing it back to the greens because the greens empty.
I see a status from inside the pan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Quarreling. And I don't know if it was up to he shut down that whole section.
Yeah.
Because he did to hear pan.
Mm-hmm. And he and them performing.
What telling you
That
about
nonsense. Another fire burn them artists and them too because all you disrespectful. Because all you're not supposed to go there knowing what is happening. This is the national instrument. This is the stage for the national instrument
They do this
to be
again.
heard.
Again, brother.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
What the is a Trini? Because you talking national instrument as if plenty of them view it and respect it as that.
Correct.
You talk with a certain passion because you say you play pan for 11 years.
11 years, boy. Nobody can say that I don't love pan. I love pan.
Right? You talk from that perspective. But they don't see nothing like that. They ain't seen that as something we have to respect and revere.
Yeah.
All them studying is their hustle.
Yeah.
And that is all it is. That's why I say follow the money.
Yeah.
Somebody eating a food or promised a big food, so they will allow this kind of madness to happen. Every year that it have this greens thing, because I've never been told what it is called the greens.
Yeah.
I don't even totally understand how it has happened.
It's on the side of North Stand.
Right.
So on the side of the North Stand, you have a section where people just you pay for your ticket, and I think is it free drinks? I don't know if it's free drinks. I don't even know. I have no idea. All I know is when you go there, it have a bar, a separate bar, and it have separate stages and separate artists coming to perform and wherever and wherever.
You have access to go into the
No.
the-
You
So-
cannot
so-
get to the North Stand from there.
so if you want to go
You
in,
have
you
a
know,
different ticket.
so again,
Yeah.
that make it even worse. You definitely don't care about the pan.
Yeah.
So you ain't care about the music that it making, you ain't care that it is disturbing or nothing. And Panchin Bego supporting that. We expect them eyes, I don't care, none of them see them as visionless people when it come to that about
Yeah.
the only thing them seeing is whatever little money
Opportunity, yeah.
that they copying out of that.
Yeah.
And me, always say, make your money. I not vex with nobody for making no money. But it had to have some kind of morality behind it. You can't tell me it's Panchin Bego in charge of it. Or people quarreling so. You know they ain't gonna talk about that. You hearing anybody from Panchin Bego say, well, you know, we hearing and we accepting that it had too much noise. And no. Right, cause see, let me see. Yeah, man, so them community members, them not coming here.
Yeah, them ain't
Right?
coming in. Them ain't coming.
First thing, so plenty of them don't even want to be known.
Correct.
Right? But they ain't coming here because most people agree with them. I don't even think they know people that have the stance that we might take
Yeah.
based on the way them doing things.
Yeah.
Right? So Mendoza say he posted about it the first year they did it, right? They just made the pan into a lime, but not for the pan exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
I played pan for 8 years. Lizelle Thompson always willing to sell out for money, so true. And I played the largest tenor pan ever invented. Yeah, see that picture of that.
Yeah.
If they, Lizelle Thompson, if that is how we treat our own, how we expect people to treat us, boy, a total disrespect to the national instrument.
Yeah.
And I go back to the calypso that I did here in the calypso competition years ago. They living in the Anne.
The Anne, yeah. And another thing I want to talk to about is the same mass bands. Half of all you bringing in them thing from China.
Half?
Majority of them bringing it in
Majority
from
of-
China. I passed by Legends Mass Camp last week Friday and actually see a girl sit down with a glue gun making mask costume. I stand up in amazement. I say people that still do that.
Yeah, I know people who do that, but
Right?
I'm crazy. I don't know if he still do it, but I know he's still
Thing like wire bending. All them thing go on to the dog because you pick up yourself and you go on China because you want to maximize profits on the now $8,000 to $10,000 you're charging people for a mask costume, right? Where is the justification in that? You ain't even saying. So we're trying to convince me that your money spending with the fellas who hold in the rope. How much money you paying them fellas? $200 a day to walk up and down. They can't even drink a little rum, right? Because you're quote unquote secure in the ban, right? You're bringing in everything from the bag, where your goodie bag. The only thing you in the goodie bag is what thing was sponsors gear.
We partner tell we.
What is that?
We partner and tell we is container fellas and thing coming.
Yeah, containers and the costume done bill, you know. All you had to do when it reach here is probably pour on the backpack on it or stick on a 2 bead if it fall off. That is about it. So you're not even adding to the GDP in the country. Because most of everything else that you're spending money on, you're getting sponsored. From some of the trucks. Because you and the truck man is bridging. Right? And he gain marketing out of that. So you're bargaining there for a man to pop a screen and say, yeah, my thing advertising on your screen on wherever the case is. Right? What is your contribution?
I remember a year.
And your what tax break on top of that?
But you're getting it. I remember a year, I went with a young lady following a band. She was playing and I went with her.
Shall I use a madman?
Right, well, I go in it, watching her. And
that same people who with thief all the money.
That was saying that is what it is. And I post a picture and Mendoza had commented and say and people didn't see it at the time. I wonder how much of them see it. He watched the background now. Something I and my father discussed already too. Nothing in the carnival outside of probably Soca Monarch at the time that is making millions of dollars was owned wholly and solely by a black person. And he at that time he was watching the trucks. The names on the trucks, the companies that we had to pay for music, transport for the steel bands and all them other things that involve transporting and things, but especially the music and all them things. With the DJ. But the DJ could only make a 2-day work.
Yeah.
But the person who the truck and them does a full contract. Son?
Proper contract too.
Right?
Because you taking off my trucks off the road for 2 days?
Reds. No, I know I'm looking at it that way. I'm looking at it that way. The 2 days that the road might be down, I still making money.
True.
But we know, and people is like, everything for all is this black thing and all is this black thing, but look at it now. Them is that same band. When I watching you charging people $6,000 for a costume, right? And this band had 20,000 people. Oh, you feel like charging you for my trucks and them, boy?
Oh. Oh. Sheldon say Punch and Bago should run a big pan side susu or open a credit union and make themselves into a viable financial institution for its members. That is the same people who they can't find the money with the building still can't finish, you know. The building moldy on the highway in Trinity, you know. Mildew, you know. Prime piece of land, you know.
Away from everything, you know, don't worry about
nothing.
Blocking up parking and all.
No.
Nothing.
And the other day I had a big entourage going up there for press. And wait is, it still can't done.
I want to get the woman a chance and I want to see, you know, over time.
Let me see. Having so much people under you in an organization and not knowing how to become financially independent is ignorant, definitely. Mabula Trim says, I feel it's Mabula, Animal Farm, the original movie, parents should sit and watch with their children. Life lessons expose and help create their foundation. All animals are created equal, but some are more equal than some. Factos.
The idea and theory are more equal. It's the same thing going on. I don't know if you say one band's carnival is supposed to be, you know, a celebration and emancipation, but one band have this section for this set of people and that section, this band for this, not section, whole band for that set of people. And if you have to send in a picture, if that is really true, and it are parties and events and maybe even mass sections that you have to send pictures and things to register for.
Yeah.
That says a whole lot about how we
view ourselves. So, folks, look how the people coming down to Lazy Lizard as Stag Stage heats up this Tuesday, 9th February from 8 p.m. with live performances by Mikal Teja, Viking Ding Dong, Olatunji Ewood, Colonel Roberts, and hosted by Jaiga and Akeem. Free entry and Stag specials all night long. Stress on the free.
stressing.
Stress on the free. You dig? Yeah, so, for me, this ideal of the mother of all carnivals, I don't see it. I see it as major advantage being taken across the board by the band leaders, by the FET promoters, everybody. You understand? Because you can't tell me that as the man who doing stage and trussing, your thing pack up for 2 years. Right? What increase besides the diesel to get your shit from point A to point B that you had to charge me more money to the point where the promoter now had to say, boy, I had to cancel my FET because unforeseen expenses or unforeseen, or what one of them said the other day, boy, hidden costs. Where the hidden costs in throwing a FET or a party? You understand? To the place where everybody party price gone up so much that you're going to the FET smaller, because some people were saying out and south was smaller, black to blue was smaller, but they get less food and they get less this and they get less that. I think black to blue is a breakfast inclusive in south. And yes, they get the food and thing, but they could have tell that they come back a little bit with certain things and they come down a little bit with certain things. And while I hear that and I understand to a point, I still find that people taking advantage. People taking advantage. You understand? So for me, this carnival, I'm sitting it out. I am just going to the meeting place. And I jumping out with Prime and them in the petrol mass.
Mendoza say something that I could tie into this so-called idea that there's the mother of all carnivals. Mm-hmm. Where the government involvement, the direct government involvement in the carnival right now. Because that's what NCC say. Mm-hmm. NCC is the government body.
Yeah.
Where the government involvement... Where is the government involvement in the carnival, in highlighting stuff, in doing stuff? Where the governmental involvement in the mother of all carnival? What the government doing? Mm-hmm. It have any display anywhere that we could leave now? Saturday I could go and carry my daughter to see a display on carnival and Trinidad, the history of carnival.
I think that is what Carnival City is supposed to be in the savannah. They set up what seems to be a tent, and you could go there to listen to Kaiso, and there are different things happening at different times. I think that is what it's supposed to be. The advertising for it is terrible. They don't ever tell you in advance what the events are on the day, so you can't say, well, I'm going down Carnival City tonight because they have this one performing and that thing happening, or this competition happening. Nothing of the sort. So you're correct. And the same politics that I think is destroying the country is destroying everything else. Because it's the same principle. The financiers of the event and as somebody said earlier, where's the word I'm looking for, boy? The stakeholders, you say it. The stakeholders in the carnival and the amount of money that they stand to lose or stand to make are the ones that pulling the strings behind NCC, pulling the strings behind Panch and Bego. And nobody wants to stand up and say, here, what's going on? Keep your money now. Right? I will do this. This year, I'm doing it without your money. Keep your money. Nobody don't want to do that because everybody pocket lining. You understand? With government subvention and profits from same. You know, so for me, like he said something here, the cost for police is crazy too. And it's an unpredictable cost. You don't know until you reach the courthouse to apply for your bar license just before your event. That is garbage.
Absolute.
Because if you trying to tell me there must be a granular calculation for that. What is the cost for one police? Okay. I need my fet is X amount of size. I need 100 police. Just multiply that by that. And that's how much you have to pay.
I think that simplicity is something that is really elusive in Trinidad and Tobago. See that kind of simplicity. Yeah, Damien say. So all the years when the stadium ram and money flowing, all they have nothing left over, nothing by.
Yeah. Nothing to even fix the damn stadium. You're passing by the stadium, watch the seats in the Jean-Pierre complex. Watch the grass. You're passing underneath and I'm afraid to walk underneath it because I saying boy this thing looking like it's not much longer, you know. But then you're going and tell me, so next year we propose that we're going to refurbish the stadium and it's costing $250 million.
That's why it had to look so now, so that we feel uncomfortable when they say the amount of money they say, because now boy, it really need to fix, boy.
Yeah.
So when they say
but just maintain it now.
When they say 200 million.
Just maintain it now.
Yeah, we don't understand money. 200 million, you know that is?
What you create MTS to do? You create MTS and Vemcot to do that. Maintain. The M in MTS is maintain. And the M in Vemcot is maintain.
The police should be sent to events as part of their job, even if they have to volunteer to work that night.
I agree. How the hell you could be paying the police to do something like that? But it's a double, it's a double-edged sword.
I don't have a problem with it. But you having a charge for that to have the National Police Service at the event. But it can't be like we customs charges.
No.
Where it's one thing today and one thing
tomorrow. It can't be random,
It can't be that. Right? And those government events that are run by the same old people have not changed their marketing or presentation though.
Yeah.
Compared to the private system, they look primitive. Well, we know that is true for every single aspect of life in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to public and private things. Yeah.
Nick say that can never work because it makes sense.
Well, just last week Friday, me and Miguel saying that certain things will never be implemented under the present regime, but not just the present regime. The present regime, the previous other regime, and the people that follow that mindset. It has certain things will never be implemented because it can work. Simply because it could work, and because it could work, it would change certain things. Cannot be implemented
at all.
At all. And it's the same thing with the carnival. It's like you
Yeah, you see? Remember the police is not being paid to be security. You still have to hire private security. I mean, they just had the riot squad and the depending on the size of the event and
so, this is one of the topics that should be discussed in terms of the stakeholders now.
Oh, God! Miguel! That is a big stony pele. I always ask why we have so much prisoners and them men don't clean up, paint, nothing, boy. Bring back the chain gang. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
It's what people go call that today?
What? The chain gang?
No, that the idea letting people
community service.
Because for me, I think in 2023, you hold a man and you have a 5-piece or a 10-piece, however they measure it now.
Grams.
I think jail, hardcore jail,
necessary
is the solution for that.
Nah.
You understand?
Nah. Yeah, but that is our next topic.
You go to a party, carnival, a man drink too much, and a policeman tell him what you walk, and he say, boy, F you now, boy. You going in jail.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I mean, remember, we have real archaic laws governing the country still,
And the problem with them laws is
fixing them thing.
The laws don't write themselves. So that says that the people who upholding them and fighting the changes that they have archaic minds as well.
Sheldon said the chain gang is slavery though. Well, I mean, the idea, I think it's more the principle of the community services what you dealing with versus the actual chain up gang thing now. You know, because at the end of the day, the prisoners and them really ain't doing nothing. And it have prisoners who very skilled and very talented, because I have a friend of mine who just done do the what you call it? The Kaiso competition and the soca competition in the prison. And she says some of them fellas writing good music.
So that is what I say. You're going down the road. A man might be working at a good job at his family, everything, but he just smoke marijuana, right? He going and get locked up because you watch he and you search he for whatever reason, and you find a smoke on him. Nothing to sell, you know. So something to smoke for yourself. I'm not talking about if it's right or wrong. I'm just talking about the consequences. And he going and go in jail and lost. Because why? He might be not the money to pay the bail immunity, so you might spend 3-4 months there. But
mixing with the hardcore.
No. That can't be it. Jail is a business, big man. The more you when in prison, the more chance. Oh gosh, all right, yeah. Hey, Aquino, blessed day, man.
Yeah, Aquino, what you seen?
Right. Yes, man, those are all prisoners and not guilty though. We know that, and that's why I ain't even talking about going into the prison and taking prisoners. I talking about it from it's a certain thing. A man and an next man quarreling, cussing in public in Trinidad is still a fine.
Yeah.
You do the 125 on you to pay, I think that's still the fine. So you have to sit down in the day until you could pay it. Depends on who you is, your station in life. He might be homeless. He might be catching in and then. We gonna put you in jail? Nah. For me, them people is who could be used to do community service. Right? But that what he say there about you're still at a higher security when you're the police, that is something to think I never studied like that though. Because to me in my mind the police was security. Son. But it's big things to think about and in order to move back into a certain place or move to a new place where black people especially actually making hundreds of millions of dollars out of the carnival and the communities in and around Port of Spain where the carnival was started, back involved in the carnival and making legitimate money from the carnival is a discussion we have to continue to have.
Yeah.
We can't just be the Calypsonians. Then what's the difference between now and 1950? We's only the Calypsonians.
Correct.
We go in and sing for the light-skinned people. And that is it.
Yeah.
Everything that happened, they're making money now. There's 2023 only. We have to be smarter than that.
Smarter than that. And then we come together and put ideas, put pen to paper and come together and do things. You
know me don't like that come together talk. Yeah. That is run people. That is run black people. That's it tell black people. Let me unite and have I tell them let me lime.
Let me lime and let me do the thing.
Say my bula, Miguel, Sheldon, meet me down the road now. Aquino, meet me down the road now. Oh, and have a 2 cases of beers and some pies. And we sit down. You thinking it's a lime, you know? I want to hand you 4 sheets of paper.
Look at next racket. Sheldon talking about it. I've kept many events and you still have to pay cut also. And they want their money based on your estimated attendance, not your actual attendance. So you have to pay before your event.
Boy, I remember face bun down cutting one of each.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, that matter one down. Yeah. And now we have another company doing the same shit.
Yeah.
How long before Trinidad and Tobago gets its first privately run prison where the government would pay per prison and give that tax right?
That is how American prisoners run. That is madness too.
Yeah.
And again, if we do that here, I'll equate that to the same way we buy into the junior sex system.
Of course.
It was failing outside.
Of course.
And you know it. Because based on what's going on in the prison business in Trinidad right now, there's only one set of people who had the money to start off that.
Correct.
And already have some kind of know-how.
Correct.
Right? If we look to head down that road, that is craziness. So almost time to bust out. Right?
we get some solutions.
Yeah.
We get some nice solutions today.
That community idea alone for men.
The pan.
Yeah.
You know, starting the mass with the steel bands. So probably some sexy sailors. You know, you had to evolve the thing a little bit. Give them a little bit of pretty mass still within the band. Yeah. We get some nice ideas today. And bring back the economies, because the economies within the carnival is what killing, we're dying. They're dying. The little corn soup man who come out and sell a pot of corn soup.
Because while it have plenty more money to make than that, them people and them used to make the money.
Of course. And the money used to circulate.
I mean, when you see a pot of corn soup, a big pot,
Yeah.
a 4 foot tall pot, where you're seeing mark around the rim, so you're seeing that the pot was full.
Yeah.
And when you go in to buy the pot down to the bottom, a man make a little money.
Money, yeah.
You know? Money. So he had to make money that way, and it had other ways for people to make even more money in it. But that money can't be flowing one way alone, in one direction alone.
Yeah.
To one set of people who don't necessarily have the best interests of the majority of people at that now.
Correct. Time for we to take back the dollars. You know what I mean? Take it back.
There's one thing that's going on mad. Take back with dollar don't mean we ain't taking nothing from nobody. It simply mean we smart about what we spending, and we trying we best to spend in we community and in people who looking like we. Because for everybody who does bought it racist to say that. Especially when black people tell me that, I ask them, when you shopping, does have any Caucasian shopping with you? Does have any Syrian shopping with you?
Nope.
They don't shop the same places we shop.
And the two biggest what to call it, boy, sectors that battling with one another, the African and the Indian, is we battling, you know.
And is we spending.
And we spending. You understand? So, yeah. Let me line up the Stalin Day.
So all you, more life and good health. Love is an action word. We are black and we will be black next week.
Yow.
Blessings, man.
Yeah, man. All yeah. Stay tuned. Take a little Stalin and all your puff.
You get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the thing what they went through, ask them this any day, and them elders sure to say, black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to work 10 times harder to get something because of your color. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. People rob you, humiliate you, turn around and whip you, and then they free you. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with a Hawkeye friends, look your marking, because you don't know already. Black man don't get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know. You don't care how the thing go. But if you read about Uriah, you go find out about the pressure. How they catch so much whole hell. Get a penny from TLL. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money. Pay people for your own refinery. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get your little something. With a dragon and you keep marking. Because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. You get up one morning in independence happening, you think the thing come easy, you start taking liberty. But if you know about petition, we had to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in London to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. If they enslave you, and then they whip you, turn around and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something with a dragon, and you keep marking because you don't know this already. Black man don't get freedom easy. So when a black man have something, you got to start thinking. You get it easy. You got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the landowner is a terrible journey. Black with plenty brutality. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to make up your mind that you're able to get a bully and jam with the devil. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to make up your mind that you're ready to swim offshore and rock your boat steady. Black man got to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With a hawker, you better keep watching, because I don't